In this video, I'll show you how to get great SEO results from local business markup using the Schema app editor. First of all, you're going to log into Schema app and we're going to find the type of business that you have. If it's an organization, you're going to go under local business and you can search through the list of businesses here. Today, we're going to do an example that's a bar or a pub. You can also search through the top and it will bring up whatever you search for. Once you've found what you want to mark up, you're going to go ahead and click on Create. Enter the name of the business. And if you intend on using automatic deployment with Schema app, you can go ahead and paste in the URL that you want the code to deploy to. Click OK. Now the fields for local business are going to load. Using your spreadsheet that we've created as an easy way to identify all the different things, go ahead and copy and paste the links that you've prepared. For example, for the image, we'll just go ahead and copy and paste that right in. Select untyped resource if it prompts you for that. For address, you'll go ahead and enter the address. Locality, remember that's another word for city. So you're going to go ahead and enter the city name in there. State and region. And postal code. You can also go ahead and put in the link for the logo that you've gone ahead and prepared in your sheet. For the description, this is the description that you prepared. We often recommend that this description be the same description that you have in other places online, for example, Google My Business. For same as, this is where you can put different social media accounts using a plus sign to sort of enter as many as you want in here. Again, you can just go ahead and cut and paste those in out of your worksheet. If you have any extras, just click on X to get rid of those. Now, contact point is one of these connected entities where you need to add more detail to what it's about. So what you're going to do is go ahead and click on the down arrow and you're just going to say create a data item. And we're going to say it's Baker Street phone number. You're going to name it the name of the department or whatever describes that contact point or that way to get hold of the business, and click OK. Now that we've created this connected entity, when we're done filling on all the fields here, we're going to go back and edit that later. Next, we're going to go ahead and put in the URL. This is the same URL of the business that we put in the original, but this time it's in the markup versus telling Schema app where you want to deploy the code. If you go ahead and accept reservations, this is a yes or no field. In this case, they don't accept reservations. And then we're going to talk a bit about additional type here. So additional type is something that you can use in order to further clarify the business. So in this case, we're going to go ahead and do a Wikipedia lookup, and we're going to look up gastropub. And you're going to look up sort of a name that describes the business or the thing that describes the business to further clarify. So in this case, it's a bar or pub, but specifically it's a gastropub. Next on our list, we're going to look at aggregate rating. So you can go ahead and add a plus sign in order to add that in. In our case, in our example, we don't have one, but you can see here using the question marks, you can see the review value, the review count, best rating, worst rating, and URL. The best rating and worst rating set the scale that you want to use or that you're using in your reviews. These ratings today, Google recommends come directly off your website and that you've collected and not from other sites such as Facebook or Google My Business. Next, we're going to look at is area served. So this describes sort of the area that you do business in. So again, you can go ahead and use that Wikipedia lookup and put in the area. Or if you're going to reuse it, you can go ahead and create a data type similar to what we did for gastropub. I'll show you what I mean. So let's say we are going to create a data item and we're going to call it Wellington County. And then for the identifier, what we're going to do is actually look up Wikipedia Wellington County. And we're going to go ahead and put that Wikipedia link in there. This way, if you're going to be using Schema app for a lot of different pages, you can reuse that easily. Here you're going to want to pick sort of what it is. So it's a county. Let's see, so country is in here. So maybe we just do a geo shape or a geo circle, saying it's like a geography. Next on our list is geo. So we're going to scroll down. These are all in alphabetical orders, and we're going to create a data item for the geo. So we'll call it Geo Baker Street. This is the second one that we're going to come in and edit, and we're going to make sure that these are geo coordinates. Next on my list is has map. So again, you can just go ahead and copy and paste that link that we've guided you to pull off of Google Maps. Again, make sure that anything that you're putting in your markup is displayed on the page. So if the page has the link to the map, then you can go ahead and include that there. So we're also next going to put in a menu. So we'll go ahead and cut and paste that menu in there. And then following menu, we're going to do opening hours specification. So this is where we go ahead and create another data item. And we'll say opening hours regular. And we'll leave the data, the URI there as default. Then we're going to go ahead and go next. So reserve or order action. So that's under potential action. In this case, we can't make a reservation or order online on this website. But if you could, this is where you'd again create that connected data type. Serves cuisine, we're going to put English, pub, food. Maybe we should just put, maybe just put pub food. Service area is a duplicate of area served, so you don't need to worry about that. And then next you're going to put in telephone number. So you can go ahead and paste that in. And that's all we've got. So I'll go ahead and click on save. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go and add a couple more details here. So contact point is the first thing we're going to go in. And we're going to go ahead and edit that. And in contact point, we're going to say, what are we doing? So it's actually taking reservations, so we'll pick sales for that. And then we're going to go ahead and put that telephone number in again. You can also go ahead and add these additional fields. So we can go ahead and search for Guelph again, since that's the area served. Available languages is English. I haven't added that in. So again, you can use Wikipedia to easily add that language in. If you have any other languages, just search for those and you can add those in with the plus sign. And then contact option is either toll-free or hearing impaired, which neither of this phone number is neither toll-free nor hearing impaired supported. So go ahead and save these. Oh, it's saying it wants to know. Well, we'll just leave that blank. We're going to go back then to our Baker Street station, which is the business. And now what we're going to do is we're going to fill in the geos. So we're going to go ahead and click on it and edit it again. And so here all we want to do is fill in the longitude and latitude. So go ahead and we'll paste those in and then go ahead and click on save. And then we'll go back again to our local business one more time. And we'll go ahead and go to the open hours and click on edit. And so for these, what we're going to do is pick specifically the days of the week. So we're going to do Monday through Friday. So we'll add these in. Tuesday, Wednesday, and then we're going to pick our open and closes. So we're going to pick, goes from 11:30 to midnight. So I'll pick midnight, and then opens is at 11:30, so I'll pick 11, and then we'll just change these here. And then go ahead and click save. Now you'll notice in our example that we have two opening specifications. So what you would do if you have two different times, let's say you have a different time for the weekend, you would just go ahead and add a second open time specification for the other hours that you have. So for example here, we have our opening hours specification here. So we'll go ahead and add another one. And this one will say weekend. And then I would go ahead and edit that and add the details for Saturday and Sunday times. So now you've gone ahead and created all your markup. You can go ahead and get the JSON-LD directly from Schema app. Or if you're integrating with Google Tag Manager or WordPress plugin or other plugins, once you connect it to Schema app, all you have to do is click save, and that is automatically deployed to your website. So that's how you use Schema app in order to create comprehensive local business markup.